okay, we have a person that lives in Arizona, a parent or a sibling just passed away and they own property in Jacksonville, titled in the deceased person's name. What is their next step in order to sell the property legally?
Who is the person that was on title? So if it was your spouse, let's just say, you want to know at the time, was this their homestead property? There are other issues if you find out the spouse owned that one property and they were married at the time. Did they have children? Because in Florida, the way that the statute goes, if you don't take care of it within 6 months, the surviving spouse gets a life estate, and then the other two kids get remainderment interest. So when you're going, Al, who do we have to get on contract? I'm going to tell you, Pat, you need the surviving spouse and the two kids for homestead in those situations. So asking the big picture is really key for me, and knowing who is there in the family and who is the person actually reaching out to. Because they may be a brother, a sister, a grandchild that really is not going to be in the line to get the property. So finding out who they are. When do you expect to close? You have a contract ready with an investor. And the way I structure it is I could tell them, if you want to get this done, get under contract with the investor, and we can then run the probate to make sure title gets transferred to you. If it's an out-of-state property, it's going to be technically, and they live in out of state, and this is the only property here, it'd be non-homestead. So I'm starting to think, okay, maybe this is going to be a little bit more in cost, maybe a little bit more of, we have to appoint what's called the personal representative to make sure title's transferred out. But you want to find out where that person lived, where, how many other properties there are, and just getting the bigger picture to this stuff.
So what I'm getting from you is that it's very, very situational. If you live in Arizona or any other state, or even in Jacksonville, and you have a property in Jacksonville, someone has passed away and it's titled in their name, you have a couple different options. It needs to be probated either way. So step one is contact a probate attorney. If you're in Jacksonville, contact Al, who's going to do it.
Or Florida.
or the state of Florida.
You got it.
Step two is, and what I say whenever I talk to someone that's in one of these situations on the phone, is there's not a right way to sell the house. If the house is in shambles, maybe you want to get the probate done, get through it the right way, fix it up yourself, and then sell it for top dollar. That's one option. Another option is go through Al, contact someone like me, get an investor number. And that way me and Al can work together and we can make sure everything gets done right way and it gets closed as soon as the probate's done. That's the fastest, quickest, and easiest option. And another option is get through the probate and just put it on the MLS, the standard route. So there's a lot of different paths you can go. None of them's right, but either way, the probate has to be done.
Yes.
So you have to contact a probate attorney that you trust. Make sure you pull title on the house, go through all the surviving heirs, make sure you've got all your loose ends tied up, and then you can make your decision on what you're going to do with the disposition of the house.
Yeah, it is.